Welcome to UFO Buster Radio. This is episode number 183. And, what's funny? Yesterday, after I finished recording the episode 182, I actually thought I left the mic off the entire time. God damn it all to hell. But no, it recorded, and you guys heard me and all my craziness, because that's the way it works. I come on here and I talk crazy shit. You listen, you think I'm crazy. You send me hateful messages, sometimes I reply. Sometimes hatefully, too. I mean, no fucks given. That's the way it is. But I thank you for listening, and welcome back again. This week, Tuesday, I made it for another episode. And I know you've looked at this description for this episode, and wow, I got clickbaited. That's all I can say. I got clickbaited. But today is another episode of Project Blue Book. I hope you guys are watching. I see a lot of tweeting going on about Project Blue Book in the episodes. A lot of discussion about what History Channel is putting out. And you know what? Like I said before, it's a good sci-fi look. I mean, you got some facts, but boy, did they take that poetic license all the way. They take it downtown. But that's what happens when you got to get people to watch your damn channel. So I guess I should do that too. Have a little bit of poetic license going on. Just do whatever the fuck I want to make sure people listen. Clickbait them. Like I got clickbaited. But if you have a chance, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your dada, tell the cat, the dog, the fish. Tell your unborn child that UFO Buster Radio, hosted by Manny Moonraker, might be something you want to listen to for a quick hit when it comes to ufology and now space news. Because, let's be honest, this shit goes hand in hand these days. Space, ufology, aliens, it's all the same shit now. So don't forget to do it. Share it. But let's get into our topic for today. Holy moly. The article we're talking about today says this: NASA moon landing shock. Apollo 14 moon rock sample came from Earth, not from space. I can tell you right now, when I saw this, I about fell out of my chair and almost hit the people in China. That's how hard I fell. How can they try to trick us? I mean, honestly, what point of reference do we have? We don't know what the fuck a moon rock is. It's just like any other fucking rock. But how could NASA try to trick us into thinking that these rocks were from the moon? The article says that moon rock sample collected during Apollo 14 actually originated from Earth and not the moon. And this was revealed in a study that was published in the Journal of Earth and Planetary Science. Because that particular journal questioned the origin of these moon rocks that were gathered up in 1971 during the moon landing. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I only got to the first part of this article, and in my head, I could see the astronauts, they came back, they're getting out the capsule, and one of them turns to the other one and says, "Hey, grab that bag of moon rocks." And he looks back and he says, "It's not here." And he's like, "Oh, fuck. Are you sure?" "No, I think it's up by the lander. It's on the moon." And it's like, "Hey, just keep it quiet. Just keep it quiet. Don't you fucking say a word, because we told him we brought back some goddamn rocks." As soon as we get back to home base, we're going to run over to the lake bed and pull up some fucking rocks and bring him back. Don't tell nobody, because we look like complete idiots. It turns out that this article, it's a bit of clickbait. It's not necessarily that the Apollo 14 people decided that they forgot the fucking rocks, so they were going to go to some rocky area on the planet and pick up some rocks to, pull a fast one on everyone. That's not the case. So I got clickbaited. What's really behind the scenes in this particular situation is that it turns out that what the study is suggesting is that some meteor might have struck the Earth, some earthly rocks ended up on the moon. Now listen, I know some of you play pool, but that's one hell of a trick shot. They're actually saying, and this is almost, I could almost believe them forgetting the fucking rocks on the moon. I'm going to be honest with you. I could honestly see them, getting on the capsule, they got to return back, and they're saying, hey, did you get, no, I thought you had them. They're like, fuck, they're cursing like crazy. NASA, Houston, we have a problem. We forgot the fucking rocks. But that's not what this is saying. It basically says that there was some crazy, creepy-ass, one-of-a-kind, and probably happened more than just one time, but some fucking rock hit the planet ejected a bunch of rocks, and it ended up back on the moon, and then we, like dickheads, went and picked up the same rocks and brought them home. That's the gist of it. That's really what this paper say. I don't know how much they paid someone to tell you guys this. But I could have written this paper in like half a page. Maybe a diagram of somebody doing that same action on a pool table. The corner pocket is the moon. We have a ball in the center, a little cue ball or whatever. We hit it, ricochet, bang, goes into the pocket. That's the moon. You just got some earth rocks in your moon dirt. You can't write this stuff. This is just crazy. Crazy. Now, here's the thing that they assume happened, right? They assumed that Alan Shepard and Edgar Mitchell, during Apollo 14, they picked up these rocks, but that this actually occurred about 1 billion years ago. So there was no way that they would know that these were rocks that they could have just taken with them, let them play around in the dirt on the moon and brought them back, and it would have been the same damn thing. Now, the reason why they're saying that these are really from Earth is because of the type of mineral that's in the rock. That's right. They're saying these rocks that they examined for this study from Apollo 14 contain quartz. Quartz is not a mineral that's found on the moon. But to me, that really opens the door, right? And let's just think about this, because we're UFO Buster Radio people. We're blue-collar people. So if you can go as far enough as saying, and I don't even know, I haven't seen this report, I don't know what the fuck it says, but if you can go as far as saying that there was a trick shot from the heavens that knocked Earth rocks into the moon, why can't it be that maybe some rocks came from deep space and smacked into the moon, and they just happened to have a quartz in them? Why assume that these are from Earth? Why can't they be like Omao Omao, or Mua, or whatever the fuck the name of that thing is, that interstellar rock? Why can't it be that it came from somewhere else and it had quartz in it? Why assume that this was a trick shot from the planet Earth up to the moon? It's almost unbelievable that you would even suggest that this came from Earth up to the moon, because you could barely get people off the planet, and you're going to get some rocks up there all the way up to the moon. It almost seems like they just gave whatever simple answer they can give. That is just a little weird. I would rather say that it's possible that whatever hit the Earth that gave us these little moon rocks or quartz rocks actually might have also hit the moon. And does that mean that our quartz is really from 4.2 far? It really didn't originate here on the moon or on Earth. Did quartz, the mineral, originate from interstellar space? We do all kind of thinking on UFO Buster Radio, to be honest. And I wonder if these Poindexters actually thought of that. Could it be that it wasn't a trick shot, you fuckers? Is it maybe simpler that it all came from space? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I think too much about these things. Maybe I'm using my brain too much. Maybe I just need to read this fucking report. Maybe they do cover it in there. But I just think this trick shot theory is 4.2 far ridiculous. And I don't know. How could it happen? I mean, what kind of a fucking smack to the planet would that have to be to shoot a rock all the way up into space and into the moon? You got me. I don't know. But listen, first thing I got to say is I'm glad that this article did not try to blame these astronauts for what they brought back, right? Edgar Mitchell and Alan Shepard. Thank goodness for you, because this came from the Express UK. That's right. You leave those guys alone. All they did was pick up some fucking rocks. Don't be rubber dickers. But they were nice to them. They didn't talk shit about them, and that's good. You got to protect your your worldly heroes when it comes to astronauts and people that attempt to go into space and sacrifice their lives, like we talked about yesterday with Krista McCullough. Actually, every astronaut there was on that Challenger mission. This is the episode for today. I thank you for listening. As always, you guys are the best. And one day we'll go back to regular episodes that last more than 15 minutes. But I wouldn't hold my breath as of yet, because it's hard work.